Hey, let's go to our questions.
And we're getting tons of them.
We have lots of questions, so thank you for that. We'll get to a couple of them here. The first one is regarding Act 10. And our viewer wants to know, are we going to have Act 10 for the nation? So who'd like to take that?
I can start, sure.
You talked to Scott Walker about this, right?
Right. So out in Wauwatosa yesterday, Governor Walker was giving a speech to the Rotary Club there. Afterwards, took some questions. We kind of, asked him, I asked him more specifically about whether he had talked to the president or vice president about the travel ban and about his proposals on public benefits, and instead he said, well, we talked a little bit about my benefit changes, but the vice president and I talked quite a bit about Act 10 and how that could be applied nationally. He was speaking about federal workers, and it's a little unclear because federal workers, many of them can't negotiate about pay and benefits, and it's more like work rules, how that would be implemented if he's talking about, solely work rules, if he's talking about trying to expand to, I think U.S. postal workers can negotiate for pay and benefits. I might be wrong there. But it was unclear exactly who would be affected. Would it be all federal workers? Would this essentially be kind of stripping federal unions of their power? A lot to be seen, but it's interesting that he said that the vice president has been interested about it and that he had asked about it multiple times and that they talked about it quite a bit.
Because there aren't enough protests already.
Right. I'm sure federal workers who've already had a hiring freeze, that was one of the first things that President Trump did, are probably a bit on edge, and I can't imagine that that was welcome news for them.